Hey, what's up, guys? Randall from OddsJam back with you to take a look at the EV page. Going to look at all of the tools on OddsJam, see if there's anything out there that we can bet to make some money. We'll do a little bit of line shopping as well. We'll take a look also at the Thursday night game for tomorrow in the NFL. I believe tomorrow is Thursday. Is that correct? Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. So we'll take a look at the odds on that game. We'll talk a little bit about it, see if we can find some player props, see if there's anything out there that looks good for that game. So we'll go ahead. We'll hop over here to the EV page, take a look and see if there's anything out there in terms of betting opportunities. So we can see here that there's a couple of things on here for tonight, a couple things on here for Thursday here at the top. So if we take a look, Guardians here, -1 against the Rays, +138 on Barstool and Bet Rivers. We can see Pinnacle +121, Caesars +120. We'll take a look at this a little bit deeper and see kind of what some other sports books have. Starting to see some people come in. So if you've got any questions, feel free to throw those into the chat. I'd be more than happy to answer those for you. So again, trying to find the run line here for the Guardians -1, just to see what kind of value is out there. And so it looks like the only books offering the Guardians tonight -1 are Caesars, Barstool and Bet Rivers, and then obviously Pinnacle. So in this particular instance, this would be a play that I would like to probably pass on, just given the fact that I don't have a lot of data to be able to say that this play on the Guardians at +138 is in fact EV. So, I mean, we definitely see that it is when you compare Caesars, when you compare Pinnacle. But I would love to see what MGM, PointsBet, FanDuel, DraftKings, what they were going to offer it at. Now you can see they do have -1.5, and it looks like, +185 kind of across the board is the consensus here. But would like to see -1 just to be able to compare some more data. I am working with the recommended filters being on, so taking a look at the best bets that are out there, at least today for right now. Could be for games later on this week, could be for games tonight. So we'll just keep scrolling here. Navy Air Force under 38.5. You can take a look at this one, -110 on Caesars. DraftKings has this -130. Barstool has this -130, and so does Pinnacle. So let's take a look at that one and just kind of see where we're at here. So this actually looks like a very, very good bet. You can see that the main line is 37.5. That's basically the consensus line that's out there. And under 38.5 is what we can get. So, I mean, we can get a full point of value here on this bet to go under 38.5. And the main line is 37.5. Now, I am going to show you one thing just because I do want to look to see. I'm in Illinois, so don't have as many sports books as, say, a state like Colorado. So one thing I always like to do, especially if I'm going to lock a play in and I kind of want to see the market as a whole, I like to look at this as well. And we can see here, I haven't added a ton more books, but I've added a few more. I've added WinBet, I've added FoxBet, I've added Bet365, I've added Superbook, Betfred. Now I can't bet on these, but I can at least use this to compare the odds to see if I'm really getting, kind of that outlier value on this bet. And you can see I certainly am. -110 on Caesars is where we're going with this. -125 on FoxBet, -163 on Bet365. So this has a lot of value here. Average odds being -130, we're able to get -110. So going to stop sharing my screen here very briefly. Going to hop over to Caesars. We're going to get logged in. We're going to place that bet. It's a very good bet and has a lot of value. So I definitely want to get on that. So give me just a second here. Get logged into Caesars. We'll place this bet. Feel free. Tail us on it. Navy Air Force under 38.5. is where we're going. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. I've got Caesars pulled back up. Got a lot of bets in Caesars right now, so funds are pretty low there, but we'll still bet it. Search source sportsbook here, Navy. Let's see if we can find that. Do love this search feature. So here we go. Over under 38.5 minus 110. So there it is. Based on the bankroll that I've put in here, because I have so many plays out for later this weekend, I've lowered my Kelly calculator here to kind of adjust for that, because I don't have equal money in all of these sports books, at least at the present time, because I have so many plays. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just hit this one for $15. You'll see here, we just added this last night, recommended bet size. So it tells you what to bet. Now, certainly you can go in here and you can still look at the calculator. It's telling you to bet 17. So I guess if you wanted to round that up and do 20, you could. But you can see here, it's got about a 54% chance of hitting. So do like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump on this. I'm just going to go ahead. We'll just throw 20 on this play. We'll kind of meet it in the middle. I guess not meet it in the middle. It was 17. It said 15, but we'll do 20. So we'll throw that on there, and we will continue on. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Excuse me. Refresh this page. See what else is out there. See if we can find something maybe for tonight. Looking here, player strikeouts. Don't use Bet Rivers. This actually looks like this just moved. So actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to get that off of there for now. So take a look, see what else is out there that we haven't maybe bet. We hit this under 38.5. Really, really like this play. So feel free to jump on that. A lot of value there. Looks like, just in looking kind of at a glance, that's about all I see. Although I really do like this play. And unfortunately, PointsBet need is one that I've exhausted all funds for the weekend. So would need to deposit. Not going to do that, at least right now. But PointsBet plus 100. I really like this bet. Just personally, from a handicapping perspective, I love the Falcons in this spot. Plus the 1.5, you can get even money. Rest of the books, minus 118, minus 110, you're getting even money. So really do like that play on the Falcons in that spot. So go ahead and turn off the recommended filters. Take a look, see what else is out there, to see if there's anything else that kind of sticks out. Earlier this afternoon, I had some people ask about prize picks and some tips or pointers there in terms of plays. So you can see that's one thing you can do. I mean, you could filter this. If you only wanted to see prize picks, we could turn this on to where all we see are prize picks plays that have value with the other sports books. So these filters are very, very nice. I mean, not only can you turn the recommended filters off and on, but you can do a variety of things. I mean, if you want to change the market width, you could do that. This is probably my favorite one because, everybody loves to bet on games that are on TV. It gives you something to watch. But if you're going to do that, why not do it with an edge? So say maybe you want to bet the Yankees game tonight. I don't even know. I'm assuming it's on TBS with Judge chasing history. But if you want to bet on this game tonight and you want to have, a sweat, but you want your sweat you want it to be one that you actually have an edge on. I mean, here are all the bets. I just searched this by game. I searched it by Yankees. Blue Jays minus 1.5 has some value. Garrett Cole under 7.5 strikeouts has some value. We can take a look at this and see minus 124. Every other book minus 160, minus 148. I'm actually going to bet that. So we just found a play just by searching for that. So let me log into FanDuel. This was the book yesterday that couldn't log into because I forgot my password and locked it out. But changed password. We are good to go there now. So we'll jump back over here. I'm logged into FanDuel. Let's find that Garrett Cole line. Let's hit it. Incredible value there in terms of the market. So let's see here. Pitcher props, Garrett Cole, strikeouts, under 7.5, minus 124. So again, we're looking at that. Caesars minus 155, DraftKings minus 160, minus 148, minus 152. Just incredible value here on this Garrett Cole prop. So we'll go ahead, we'll bet that. So we'll throw that in here. We'll go ahead and place that bet as well. Now, one thing you can do, and I mean, this is a demo account that I have, so it's not actually tracking everything that I do, but one thing you can do is you can add that to the bet tracker, and you can put the amount that you bet, you can save it. It will go into the bet tracker, and then it will grade it for you automatically. So it's a great feature. It'll put a check mark letting you know that you have bet that. Maybe you just want to get it off your screen entirely. You can go here, you can click hide bet, and oops, I think I actually hid all of the bets for the Yankees game. Did not mean to do that. Let's see if I can find that and fix it. Nope, it is not. So user error there. I'm not sure what I did. But anyway, you can hide bets if you don't want to see them on your screen after you bet them. I think by me having it as Yankees, I just got rid of all of the Yankees games. So did not mean to do that. But let's go ahead and take a look. We'll see if there's any risk-free opportunities to make some money out there. Feel free, guys, if you have questions. I know there's a few of you watching. If you have questions, please bring those to me. Ask away. Happy to help you out there. Yeah, hey, Slim Dan, great job pointing that out. So DraftKings, they are offering this. I'm pretty sure anybody can get this. Let's just see, because I'm not logged in right now. So let's just take a look and see what the promos are. I'm assuming that it's out there. Maybe it's not. Yeah, there it is right there. So Aaron Judge to record a hit plus 100. Depending on, what status you have with DraftKings, that'll determine how much you can bet on this. I actually bet this last night. This is a great bet. Regardless of what happens, I think the fair odds on this are right around minus 185. So that's what the true odds should be, minus 185. You're getting even money. So definitely get on this. I mean, last night he walked 4 times, and they actually refunded all of the bets. They gave it back in DK. What is that even called? DK dollars. They gave it back in DK dollars. So I just put it right back on this tonight. Now, an interesting one, Caesars. This is probably a pretty good bet too, and I don't know what the odds are on this, but let me see if I can find it. Let's go back to the sports book here. Yeah, minus 185. Yeah, Slim Dan says minus 185. So yeah, minus 185 on the no vig odds for that prop. But here's one here, Aaron Judge super boost. I just mentioned he walked 4 times last night. So if you have Caesars, I don't know if he walks again tonight. I wouldn't put it past him. I will say one thing I noticed. I watched every pitch of that game last night just because I had bet that prop and was just curious and wanted to watch it. But I will say one thing about him is he's not chasing pitches. So anything that's bad, out of the strike zone, he's doing a great job of laying off. So it's not like he's trying to get that home run record. So this is a pretty good prop. I don't know what the no vig odds are on this, but if somebody knows, feel free to comment it. I'll post it up here. I have not checked into that, but I would say this probably has very, very good value, for this particular boost, but maybe not. I have not done the math on that, so I cannot confirm that. But again, real quick here, looking for some ways to make risk-free money. If you wanted to bet the first 3 innings of the Guardians-Rays game, you could do that. You could throw 200 on the MGM side, 184 on the FanDuel side. You're gonna make a risk-free $6. So easy ways to make free money. You can do that all day long on OddsJam with that tool. And then middles page, always like to check that out. And then we're going to hop over to the Thursday night game. I know it's not until tomorrow, but want to take a look, see what's out there. I'll give you guys an anytime touchdown scorer. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my sheet here for touchdown scores over here on my laptop. And we'll take a look and see if there's any value in the game tomorrow night with with my NFL anytime touchdown score. So give me just a second here. Got that pulled up. So we'll take a look. It doesn't look like there are any middle opportunities that can make some risk-free money, but explain this multiple times. You can make risk-free money on this page. We hit a middle on Sunday, actually. It landed right in the middle on the over-under number of yards, over 24.5 yards, under 25.5 yards. So we ended up cashing that middle on Sunday. So let's go ahead real quick. I'm going to hop over here to the NFL. Dolphins, Bengals. Give me just a second here while I go ahead and get this pulled up for my model to score a touchdown. I've got to make a couple of adjustments. Need to change my teams, and then we will be good to go. So we're looking at Cincinnati and Miami. So got that. And let's go ahead and want to see all of the players. So, all right. So for tomorrow night, looking at my model for players to score a touchdown. So anytime touchdown score, looks like some value on Joe Mixon and T. Higgins. So if we take a look at that, if you wanted to bet Joe Mixon, you could get him minus 130 on DraftKings or Caesars. That would be the best line out there if you wanted to take Mixon. Maybe he's a good leg for a same-game parlay if you wanted to do that. And then the other one, T. Higgins, plus 140 on DraftKings, so average odds plus 127. So two guys that are, a little shorter in terms of odds, but two guys that the model likes that I think have some value. So maybe worth looking at that there. Now, what I was showing you earlier, if you were here, was you can search, if you're wanting to do a same game parlay, you can search for the Bengals. And you can look to see, what's out there. So it doesn't look like, although let me select all of my books, that could be a problem. So actually it does. It looks like if you wanted to search by this game and you wanted to build a same game parlay, MGM and FanDuel, there's a couple of EV plays. Now, the problem is they're two separate books. So you can't build a same game parlay with, MGM and FanDuel. But if you're looking for legs for your same game parlays, these are great. These are great betting opportunities to add to your same game parlay. Another thing that you can do, if you don't want to use the EV page, I would highly suggest it because just makes your life easier. But let's say, for example, your same game parlays on DraftKings. So like if you go to player receiving yards, basically what you would be looking for is any value on DraftKings, in comparison to the market. So maybe we're, looking at Joe Mixon receiving yards. DraftKings is minus 115. Every other book has it at 20.5, juice to the over on PointsBet. Caesars is juice to the over, Pinnacle's juice to the over. So maybe a little value here, but, that's one way you can do it, just to where you make sure you're getting the best odds that are out there. That's certainly one way you can build it. Or like I said, you can just use that EV tool, search by game, and you can, it'll build it for you right there. So football games in Europe. So we are actually working on getting more soccer updated. We have a few leagues that are out there right now, but we are looking to add more in the near future. Slim Dan, what model do you use? Is it available to anyone? So the model that I have, basically compares, or it looks at kind of the offensive side of the ball and then the defensive side of the ball when they get into the red zone. And it basically just, finds where the value is, number of targets, how often, they're used in that red zone. So that's basically what it is. It's not anything that I've, put out to the public. It's just a lot of data that shows you, kind of the player that has the highest percentage of scoring once a team gets into the red zone. So it's not, certainly they don't have to be in the red zone to score, but that's kind of the main part that I look at when doing that. So it's just a lot of stats that go into it. So I think I'm going to call it a night here. We hit a couple of bets. We hit Garrett Cole under 7.5 strikeouts. Not seeing it on the EV page anymore, but did hit that, although I think I hit all of the Yankees games accidentally. But we hit the under 7.5 on Garrett Cole strikeouts. And then we also hit the under 38.5 on that Air Force game. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Feel free, as always, if you need anything, email me, contact@oddsjam.com. If you want to learn more about the product, shoot me an email. We can hop on a brief call. I can go over it with you. So many tools that you can use on OddsJam, even if you're not doing positive EV betting, tons of stuff you can do to make money sports betting. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon. If you want to tune in, probably around 2 Eastern, I will be back. So have a good evening, and good luck on your bets. Hopefully Aaron Judge gets us a hit tonight. So see you guys.